You may not know who you are yet, and you are someone, and you're meant to become someone. And I say yet because that is the journey that you take internally, and it's always going to change. As we live, we evolve. We start to understand ourselves a lot more. That's just our process of self-actualization. And it's going to be different for each single person, but you have something within you that you're meant to go to, achieve, or embody somehow. But we can also sometimes be afraid. And I know that one really well. And there's also other factors because the world is changing. So energies are always affecting us. And it's really happening at this time in our lives and in our world. But what that means is you're moving or being asked to move to the next part of yourself, who you're meant to become. Because every person is meant to become someone. And when you can embody that, that's when you live the life you're supposed to have. That's when you manifest what you want to have in your life. But sometimes we take different paths, and I've done that. But I had to because that was my path. Now, what I mean by that, I never want people to judge where they are because wherever you are, you've accomplished something that's really brilliant that's going to help someone else. That's really what goes on for all of us. It's just going to look different. I released this book in 2019, Overcoming Fear, A Guide to Freedom. And I've talked about that because it took me so long to do it. I knew fear was the thing that was holding me back since I was a child. So I knew that was there. And I know that that is the thing that holds most people back is the fear of that unknown or understanding who they are. That's why I had to write the book. But the other part of it, I had to tell you how I got over it. How did I handle my fear? How did I manage it? Oh, wow. I'm sitting down and I'm receiving information. I'm receiving cosmic guidance from Wilhelm. That was something that was a bridge too far for me, but it was doing it. And since then, people have told me how that's helped them. But then there's more than that. We can continually discover things about ourselves. You're going to find things about you that you just didn't imagine. That's the point of life. And I posted a message today on Any Advice for Today, and it's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Wilhelm gave me messages, said, use all the messages since 2008 on this date. And when you go through them, you will see that as you read them, it changes you because we evolve over time. We start to understand ourselves. And I receive the information that way. And it causes you to become aligned with who you are. I could have never explained to you before why this work, the program, 4 weeks to your life, I couldn't tell you exactly why it works so well and for everyone. It's because the information was aligned with this cosmic guidance, this wisdom that I didn't know was there. That's exactly what went on. But I'm going to show you just today's, so you see what I'm talking about. It's fascinating to look at it, but it's also why I've got to complete this work. I had no clue that this much was in there, and it's been years. I've been doing this 37 years now or something. Anyway, so as you see it, it starts with okay, we have never made a mistake, and neither have you. And that's really what we should all remember. You evolve using linear time, just that the messages didn't come through that way. Anyhow, when you look at each one starting from 2008, because we have cycles, and that's how they gave the information. And it will make so much sense to you. Impatience on your part in any regard to the manifestations of your desire signals to the universe that you believe something has gone wrong. It hasn't. And then there are questions here for you to go through. So this is how you're working with your mindset. All of this work that they have sent is mindset and empowerment and self-actualization. And it takes an arc. It just moves you right through it. And each one you will see how much you start to understand about yourself and move to a higher state of your consciousness, which is what this work is about. So I wanted to give you that. As I said, I'm changing things now because I had no idea that they were giving me information in this way, and it was energetically aligned with the changes in our world. And I've got to complete all of this now, which is going to be fun. But at 74, now I can say, yeah, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do, and I have to really devote myself to it because I want to see so many people have better lives and us to have a better world as well, because that's what this work was all about. And you just may not have found yourself yet, but that doesn't matter because there's still time. There's something for you to do, and it's within you. And this work guides you there, and it just uncovers who you are. If you have read the book, you would see my story and all the stuff that I've been through. But this work is what got me to the other side, and I want everybody else to have it. So check it out today. You're, as I said, I'm taking 5 more at that rate because we can't continue to do that. But I want you to have this because you'll see how much you have inside of you that you just didn't know. And it develops and it will keep developing. That's how we evolve. All right, check out all the work. I'll leave the links, and I'll leave the links of the some testimonials because I want people to know what happens after you do this work. And again, you own it forever. This is not something that you are done with because you're always going to keep evolving. Have a wonderful day. See you soon.